All right, what's going down, cultivators? It's Steven here, dropping in with another creator before they make it big. You mind telling everybody about yourself?
Hey, y'all, I'm Rosemary. As y'all know, I'm from New York. Now I reside in Houston, and I'm a model.
Hey, there you have it. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So tell me, what's the story behind your birth as a model?
Being birthed to becoming a model was always something that I aspired to be since I was young, and at first, honestly, let me reword that. I felt like everybody aspired me to be a model. I used to always get it while at work, while I was a little kid, like, oh, you look a model, you're beautiful, you're black, tall, you have all the requirements, right? And then like when I started to actually take it serious, like about 3 or 4 years ago, that's when I started loving it, and not just loving it because other people liked it for me or they just wanted me to be a model. I was like, okay, this is the ins and outs of it. It may be a little hard, things in life is hard, but I grew to love it, It's something that I really like to do.
Yeah, and I know you said off camera you also have a degree.
Yes, in broadcast journalism.
So there you go. She's beautiful and smart. So you got to get at her then. So then what are some of those essential values and ethics that you live by?
I would say being true to yourself. Also taking mental breaks, when you're not feeling well, taking a mental check-in for yourself, because you can't water others or water things that you want to do or even your goals or your aspirations if you're not good mentally. It's always good to get rest and, check in with yourself. And yeah. I
think that is pretty important too. I'm not going to lie, especially like just taking a break and focusing on what you got to do, especially. Yeah. It's a big thing.
Yes.
So how do you separate yourself from other models out there?
I would say how I separate myself from other models. Just me, just being myself. I don't worry too much about validation or who or what's going to like me. If they pick me, they pick me. If they don't, I'm still congratulating the other models, Not to say anybody else wouldn't congratulate them, but, I'm just being myself authentically, like not caring what nobody says, but, still being respectful. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so how are you able to vibe with the scene of Houston now that you're out here?
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say?
How are you able to vibe with the scene of Houston now that you're out here? Because I know you said you're from New York initially.
Yes. Well, I lived in Houston for about 14 years, so it's so crazy because when I was at work, right, I told somebody from New York, like I moved down here in 2010. They were like, oh, you're practically from here. I'm like, no, I'm still from New York. Like on my birth certificate, it says I'm still from New York. But I would say when I was in middle school, I was about like 10 or 11 when I moved down here. And when I first moved down here, I thought it was just going to be cattle, horses, and cowboys and cowgirls, like literally what I seen on SpongeBob or all these other cartoons. That's what I thought Texas. Like, howdy, like, with the little cap on. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom, like, how did we come from the city all the way here to like cowboys and stuff? But when I first got here, I was like, oh, it's just suburban. Like there's like, country and cowboys and cowgirls. But, I love that too, because you kind of see it in the city here and there. But adjusting to it at first when I moved here when I was little, it was really hard. But now I love it. It's very comfy. It's quiet. It's not as noisy. I love New York, but very noisy, like very. So I like the serene feeling of just, going to your home and just laying down and relaxing like that.
Yeah. Okay. So what are some of the challenges you faced along the way, and how have you turned them into victories for yourself?
Ooh, I would say, like, the validation thing, like just not making my decisions on my own or thinking if I didn't do it this way or that way, that somebody told me to do, it would be the wrong way, just doing what's best for me and checking in with myself, because I would, keep giving myself away to people and things that didn't need my attention at the time. And then when I just centered myself within myself and, just doing things for myself so that I can water myself and others, it just became better, So, yeah.
That's not too bad. So then, I know you've got a lot planned, but are you able to share with us anything you're planning on doing in the future? that we could really expect to see?
Oh, so I know me and Zay was talking about some ideas to do with you guys to collaborate. I wanted to do kind of like a cooking show, bring guests in and, like talk to them and, cook with them dishes and stuff like that. Yeah, I love cooking, guys. I love cooking. But I don't put it out there like that, but I love to cook. Anybody who knows me, I like to cook and I like to eat. Yes.
I love to eat too. I like to cook too. I can't lie, especially now that I started to focus on my health more. I started to find like recipes and stuff that I like that are like still taste good, but they're like macro friendly.
Yeah.
Macro friendly. But that's a big thing for me. It's really just up your protein, guys. If you're not getting enough protein, you might as well just go on steroids. but so is there anything else you're looking forward to do or?
Something that I'm looking forward to do is getting back into modeling. Like I said, it took like a year off and then also purchase my own camera because I feel like I have a good eye for the camera. So I think that is something that I am wanting to look into.
Do you know how to work the camera?
So I don't know how to work like a camera, but I've done it before. And when they tell me how to like do it or to get a right angle, they're like, oh, these are bomb. Like when I get people like, I'm having a brain fart, comments or feedback. Yeah. Yeah, they be like, oh, this is dope. Like my friend is like, I take her all her pictures, even on her little like, Kodak camera. She's like, these are really good. Like not a lot of people know how to take pictures. And I'm like, maybe that's just something I should look into, But right now I'm focusing on just getting back to the model world and getting my certification right now to become a teacher.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And so is there a team behind you or is it just you?
It's just me.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I like that. And so what are some of the landmark moments in your journey along the way?
I would say, oh my gosh, being in shows, walking in, fashion shows. When I'm walking, I feel really in my, in a good state, like it's like a little like feeling that I get in my bones. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just walked. I got some good pictures. I look good. And I just feel like that's a landmark for me because like I said earlier, like it's something that I love to do. But another thing that's a landmark for me is just taking a mental break. I know I've said it multiple times throughout this interview, but it's just something that saved me and like helped me, just kind of like, not isolating myself, but just, doing focusing on the right things to be where I need to be in life.
Okay. I like that. And so do you have any advice for anybody starting out modeling or doing anything they're trying to pursue?
I would say, ask for advice, go with what your mind and your heart says, don't listen to the haters or the people who don't want you to excel in your career and even your dreams because, I want to be a teacher, but that doesn't mean I can't be a model or I can't, do all these, become a photographer, anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
I like that. And so what's the mark you want to leave on the world?
I want to leave on the world that we should all help each other as a community.
Oh my God, I love that answer.
One day when God blesses me, I want to bless people out there in the world, like the homeless, not just, people who want to be models or people who want to do this. Like, I want to bless people who don't really have, because it's hard, it's really hard out here, but we're a community. We have to unite and we have to help one another.
I love that. And so where can everybody at home get in touch with you?
Wait, I'm sorry, what you said?
Where can everybody at home get in touch with you?
When will everybody be in touch with me?
Where can they get in touch with you?
Oh, Instagram, or my email, germanrosemary@yahoo.com. Just let me know what's up. If you want to collaborate, if you want to meet up. Woohoo. But mostly on my Instagram. Most people follow me on my Instagram. ROSEEE 3 E's G_. So Rose G_.
Okay. Well, cultivators, it's been great catching up with Rosemary. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Peace.